Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into this. So this chart shows us that in 1989, 7% of men reported not having sex until age 30 or later. They were under 30 years old, not having sex. That number absolutely skyrocketed in 2018 to 27%. Skyrocketed. That means that when you're in a room of 100 dudes, that every 1 in 4, 25 of those guys is a 30-year-old virgin. There was a movie called The 40-Year-Old Virgin that was made in the, 2005, 6, 7, something like that, back when this number was around 8%. And that title was a hook. It was a catchy hook. It was so insane. You would see that title back then, and everybody that saw that title was like, haha, wow, this is crazy, a 40-year-old virgin. That's why they called it that, because it was this shocking, like, whoa, a 40-year-old virgin. I can't even imagine how many actual 40-year-old virgins there are today. I can't even imagine. Why is this happening? This is happening because of social media addiction. This is happening because of porn addiction. This is happening because of testosterone levels plummeting an average of 1% a year from the 1980s to now. This is happening because of the plastics that are getting into all of our water and all of our food sources, all of these chemicals, all of these fertilizers. The natural world is plummeting testosterone levels, and that is sedating men. It's sedating men. The rise of porn and the porn addiction that I see today, that I talk to guys, the guys come to me and they say, dude, I cannot stop watching porn. It's insane. And even more nefarious, in my opinion, honest to God, is TikTok and Instagram. Because I am on these apps and I have seen the way that these apps just feed me hot chicks all day long. If you even so much as pause on one of these girls for 3-4 seconds, let alone if you like one of the videos or you save one or whatever, you watch the whole thing. I mean, Jesus Christ, bro, you cannot help but to be fed hot chicks all day long on these social media platforms. What does that lead you to? That leads you to getting horny when you shouldn't be horny, when you should be working, when you should be working out, when you should be going to the gym. You get horny in the middle of the day and you're not a guy who's going out doing game regularly. You just jerk it. You're at the office, you're scrolling TikTok, you go to the bathroom, you fucking jerk off because you're horny. Guys are just nonstop jerking it and not going out and having sex. Also, let's talk about dating apps for a second, okay? Very few men, an insanely low amount of men, are actually getting laid off of dating apps. You're probably right now, you're watching this and you're like, yeah, that's me. So many guys will be like, Aaron, you teach cold approach, you teach day game and night game, whatever. Why do that when I could just do an app? Hey, if you're a really good looking guy and the apps work for you, that's great. But I promise you that that's like 3 of you watching this right now. And most dudes struggle deeply to get laid using online dating apps. And they don't realize that there are guys like me that will help you to go out into the world, break free of that social media addiction, break free of that porn addiction, go out into the world and practice real world game, meeting actual women in person where you don't have to be subject to the victim to the algorithms that you're just hoping they even feed you a decently attractive chick. You have to pray and hope that they will even show you a decently attractive chick. All of this to say that I firmly believe. So we've got this chart here, right? Testosterone levels plummeting. I'm going to go ahead and actually link down below to a Forbes article that talks all about the 1% decline every single year in testosterone. We've got this virginity chart here showing that, and God only knows what the actual number is, where if you even just took like a 1 or 2, I've hooked up with 1 or 2 girls in the last 12 years. Now, all of this to say, if you're a MGTOW guy right now watching this, or you're like a chosen incel or whatever, you don't want to hook up with women, click off the vid. It's okay. I'm not here to convince anybody. I don't care what you do. I'm not here to convince you that you should want to go hook up with women. Do your thing. Do your thing. But if you're here right now still and you want to hook up with women, then what I want to say to you is that I firmly believe with all of my fucking heart, and this is a part of why I have been so dedicated to Evolution Daily for so fucking long, and why I'm so passionate about game and helping guys. I've seen the transformations. I've helped guys get married. I've helped guys go from a virgin to hooking up with 5 chicks in the matter of like 3 months. I have helped so many guys at so many levels. I firmly believe with all my heart that your relationship with the feminine, your relationship with women, if you're a Christian man and you just want to get married and have but you want to have a beautiful wife, right? You want to have that's the relationship with the feminine. Like, you don't want to settle for a woman that you're not proud of, that you don't want to show off, and that doesn't fuel you, and that doesn't fucking, when you want it, or you want to hook up with a lot of women. Your relationship with the feminine as a masculine male, I believe, is 100%, maybe the number one. If it's not number one, it's tied for number one dictator of your happiness on this planet. Truly, honest to God. But Aaron, what about money? What about, all these other things? They're all important, but I'm telling you right now, bro, I know guys that they're broke. Okay, they're broke. They live in a shithole apartment. They drive a shitty car, but they've got this hot ass girlfriend that loves them, and they are incredibly happy. They're married. They have a chick that loves them deeply. They have a child with that chick. They're deeply happy. And I can also guarantee you that if you set your mindset to, I'm going to get all the money and then I'm going to get the women. Oh, bro. If you think you're going to get the money and get the women, when right now you have crippling social anxiety going up and talking to any woman, when you show up to a date and your heart is pounding and racing because you have not been with women, you don't understand them on a psychological level, it is not going to happen. You can buy it. Yeah, go buy sex. See how that starts to feel. Because I have talked to a lot of men who have spent years buying sex, and I have had men open up to me and tell me that straight up they will literally be in their car like bawling afterwards, because it gets to such a depraved level where you're having this sex with these women, you're parting yourself from your money, and they don't care about you. And so at the end of the day, you have not seduced a woman into caring about you, into wanting to text you and tell you that she loves you, into genuinely desiring you. You cannot pay for genuine desire from a woman. You just can't. And so the reason I make this video is not just to talk about the rise of virginity and how insane that this chart is, but it's also just to reaffirm that my videos are here for you, to practice real world game, to go out into the world and actually be around human beings, to break out of the metaverse, to be a part of your world, to go out to bars, to go out to nightclubs, to go out to anywhere during the day, and you can connect with gorgeous women. You can connect with beautiful women. You can meet them. You can go on dates with them. You can have sex with them. You can date them. You can marry them. All of that. And I just feel, after seeing this chart and after seeing the way that the culture is going, I have never felt more confident in my mission on this planet to help men to achieve whatever dating life they want. Because again, I firmly believe that this chart will lead to mass destruction and chaos in the world if it continues to rise and rise and rise. And the truth is, it's going to rise. But if I can help one of you to not be a part of this insanely lonely, deeply depressed feeling where you're 35 years old, you're on TikTok, you're not even close to having a fucking family, you're not close to getting laid, you've got no leads, you've got no woman that loves you, which is deeply ingrained in us to want to have. If I can help one of you, if I can help 10 of you, 100 of you, if I can make my dent in this and save you from that misery, from that miserable, miserable life that I know is awaiting men that begin to age, that do not have the women factor, the relationship with the feminine, when you don't have that handled in your life at all, I promise you that that will lead to ultimate decay, and I am more dedicated than ever to helping you guys to achieve that. So that's it for now.